Good morning. Today I'm going to introduce you a concept in Excel so-called a formula replication. That means that we can replicate the formula rather than just by copy and paste, and that can be realized by using table instead of range. Normally, we will use range for data entry. For example, I have a list of Hong Kong dollars and I want to convert to US dollar, and we set the rate is 7.8. Okay, so this is called a range. Let me set the range of okay. Now suppose I add 100 Hong Kong dollar to 100 and put here a equal to this, multiply the rate with it at the cell of E1, $1. So that is, and when we enter here, we cannot have the value right away. All we have to do is to copy that. Okay, the 300, then the copy, one after another. So it's not very convenient, isn't it? So it may be better to use a concept called table. We highlight the whole region, insert a table to it, and table has headers. So I got a table, and here, yes, that range is called table. Now suppose I add another 230, for example. We immediately will have the formula copied for you. You don't need to do it manually. Isn't it really amazing and the time saving, isn't it? Okay, so this is using table for the formula replication. And how about is it workable also in VBA? The answer is yes. Let's try VBA. Alternate F11. Maybe I don't show it first and insert a module. Okay, that is the module for writing the VBA. I would define add Hong Kong dollar. First of all, we have to define the name of the range, dimension Hong Kong dollar. No, I say currency range equal to range table 1, because table 1 is the name of this table, and we can test it now that the table 1, yeah, table 1. Okay, let's test it whether it works. Okay, it's selected and then let's run it. Yet it works. So it's better to test every baby step, so not to get a surprise result at the end. I think that's much better. Okay, after set it, the other one I want to know is the number of rows. I call it end, and I will set n equal to current range rows count, and I can also test it. For example, I get a message box rows equal to and I can test it. Yes, rows go 5. They're altogether 5 rows. And then what can I do for entering a new item using VBA? We can define a double now Hong Kong dollar as string, and a Hong Kong dollar go input box. Okay, then I will get a Hong Kong dollar there, and what shall I do? I would put the curve range cells n plus 1. That means that the one that is after the maximum rows n plus 1 want the value is equal to Hong Kong dollar, but in this case I will convert it to double number, DBL, and the Hong Kong dollar. Okay, I'll make it wider here. Okay, so that's it, and let's try it. That means I enter input box here, and then we should enter the value here. Let's test it. On dollar, maybe I get 13.5. Okay. Yeah, immediately get 13.5 here, right? And what about the range? It's well defined here. Okay. Now, what about if I want to do more and more? Then you use the loop. Okay. I do a do loop here. And we'll do one by one. Then I no need to run the program again and again. Okay, so do a do loop. Whenever you have a do loop, you have to find the exit rule for that. That's my exit rule is that if Hong Kong dollar equal to cancel, then exit do. Okay. This means that I have exit rule here, and will do the loop one after another. And what about the end? Yeah, I think this should work. Let's try it, because loop is sometimes can be horrible if you do not define the exit rule successfully. Then you will have the endless loop, and it's very disturbing. Unless your keyboard have a control break, otherwise you cannot terminate the program, and that's not a good thing. And logically, set the range and end, enter the value that it cancel, that you exit it, otherwise send it. Okay, let's try. In this case, I go back here and I run here. Okay, I run it at Hong Kong dollar. Okay, 14.5, yes, work. 15.5, yes, work. And 300, yes, work. Okay, now that's enough for all the items, and I cancel. That's the end. So, in conclusion, that using table instead of range have the benefit of having the automation of the formula copied automatically to any new row, and that can really save a lot of effort. Before I realized the benefit of table, I always have to write the VBA to enter the new item and then copy the formula here. And it's not that simple and rather time-consuming in writing such kind of program. But now my program can be much easier to write. Thank you for listening of this trip. Have a good day.